begin with breaking news from Syria. Russia says all bombing of Aleppo has stopped after a ceasefire deal was agreed to allow civilians and all remaining rebel forces to leave the east of the city. Tens of thousands have been trapped in the last remaining opposition-held areas and the evacuation has begun. Well, Ediz Tiyansan is in Gaziantep on the Turkish-Syrian border and joins us now live. Ediz, so this deal was a long time in coming. What other detail do we have about what it involves?
We understand that they managed to reach an agreement between the Syrian regime and opposition following extensive diplomatic talks between Turkey and Russia. Now, as part of this deal, we understand that a ceasefire, in other words, a cessation of hostilities, is already in place since 15 GMT. It's been more than 5 hours, and we understand that it is already calm in terms of the fighting on the ground in eastern Aleppo. And the buses, already several buses are on their way to that region. Apparently, we're told the evacuation of civilians in the first place will start as soon as today if everything goes as planned. And we are told that all of the rebel groups are also included in this deal, and their evacuation will start in the first hours of Wednesday morning around 3 GMT. But they will be only allowed to take small arms with them. And in total, both civilians and rebels, their evacuation will have only about 24 hours, as the regime sources are saying that the deal is valid until late Wednesday evening. It is going to be a daunting task to evacuate some 100,000 civilians from that area, so we expect scores of buses to be traveling from eastern Aleppo all the way to the Idlib province, which is where most of them are expected to take into.
And Ediz, we do understand that the evacuation of eastern Aleppo has begun, but how will this deal be maintained, and how will these civilians and fighters be allowed to leave peacefully?
Well, as the mediators of the agreement, Turkey and Russia promised to be guarantors to the agreement. But obviously, beyond the two diplomatic parties, it will really be a matter of those fighting groups on the ground to stick to their end of the bargain. And as you know, if the battle for Aleppo has been going on for 5 years. We've seen several ceasefire agreements that were violated. So it is quite important to make it a quick and effective evacuation process just in 24 hours. And also remember that we're told that the reason this agreement was delayed was because of the pro-regime allied militia, the Shia militia, both from Hezbollah and Iran, who were apparently, until recently, blocking the civilians' exit. They were blocking the safe passage out for those civilians. And through Russians' intervention, they managed to convince the Syrian regime to accept this deal. And therefore, we are seeing that diplomatic pressure will keep it going. But as you know, it is very volatile in Syria. So the hopes are hopefully that they will achieve evacuating everyone within the first 24 hours.
Okay, Ediz, for now, thank you.